If your mitochondria quit, your brain shuts down, your muscles collapse, and even blinking becomes a heroic act. Still think tiny things don't matter? Ah yes, the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. A phrase tattooed into every biology student's brain like it was whispered by the universe itself. But let's actually appreciate what that means. Mitochondria are teeny, bean-shaped organelles that turn the food you eat into ATP, aka cellular energy. They're like your body's over-caffeinated baristas, converting glucose into the only thing your cells care about, energy. Baby, without mitochondria, your body would be like a phone with 1% battery and no charger in sight. Your muscles wouldn't work, your brain would nap permanently, and even blinking would become a heroic act of willpower. Also wild? Mitochondria have their own DNA. That's right, they're basically tiny aliens living inside your cells, doing their own thing, and you're just cool with it. It's the most passive-aggressive roommate situation in biology. When mitochondria fail, due to disease, aging, or a questionable juice cleanse, everything starts to break down. Fatigue, organ dysfunction, the creeping horror that you can't climb stairs without sounding like a wheezing harmonica. So yeah, praise mitochondria. They're your internal energy cartel. Tiny, powerful, slightly suspicious, and absolutely essential. You, my friend, are not alone. Not in a creepy ghost way. You're basically a walking hotel for trillions of bacteria way. Your gut is home to a microbiome of microscopic residents who do everything from digesting your food to influencing your mood. They're like little chefs and therapists living rent-free inside your intestines. When balanced, your gut bacteria are MVPs. They help break down complex carbs, produce vitamins, and even send signals to your brain that affect anxiety, cravings, and focus. So yes, your gut literally has a say in your emotions. That's why you cry during commercials after eating 3 Taco Bell burritos. But when they're unbalanced, say, after antibiotics, stress, or consuming nothing but energy drinks and regret, chaos reigns. Digestion slows, inflammation spikes, your brain gets foggy. You basically become a sluggish raccoon with heartburn and bad vibes. Your gut microbiome is tiny, messy, and dramatic, but without it, you'd be hangry, unhealthy, and probably sitting on the toilet wondering where it all went wrong. What do your hair, nails, and the outer layer of your skin have in common? They're made of keratin, the biological equivalent of duct tape and bubble wrap. Keratin is a fibrous protein that protects your body from the terrifying outside world. It's your first defense against bacteria, dirt, and that one chair that always shocks you with static. It keeps your nails hard, your skin waterproof, and your hair, well, theoretically nice, until humidity gets involved and you transform into a frazzled science experiment. Without keratin, your skin would be soft and absorbent like a sponge, your nails would crumble, and your hair would disintegrate in the shower like a tragic soap opera plot twist. It's a tiny molecule with a big attitude, and while it won't win any beauty contests on its own, keratin is why your body doesn't just melt into a puddle every time it rains. Lymph nodes, the bumpy little beanbags scattered around your neck, armpits, and groin that freak everyone out when they swell up. But don't panic, they're not trying to kill you. They're trying to save you. These tiny immune hubs filter lymph fluid, the body's trash highway, and trap invaders like bacteria, viruses, and that questionable street taco you just ate. Inside each node, white blood cells go full ninja mode to neutralize threats before they make you miserable. Lymph nodes are low-key heroes. They only make themselves known when they're on high alert, which, unfortunately, usually feels like a sore throat and mild paranoia. But they're doing their job. Better sore than sepsis. Without them, infections would spread like gossip in a small town. Your immune system would be slower than a sloth in traffic. You'd be one paper cut away from a full-blown medical drama. So next time your neck feels tender, give your lymph nodes a mental high five. They're tiny, overworked, and severely underappreciated. Ever nick your finger on a kitchen knife and watch in horror as it starts bleeding like you've been mortally wounded? Enter platelets, the microscopic construction workers that keep you from bleeding out over a paper cut. Platelets, or thrombocytes if you're fancy, are tiny cell fragments in your blood whose entire job is to plug up leaks. When you get a cut, they rush to the scene like overzealous highway repair crews, clump together, and start building a clot. It's gross. It's weird. It's kind of amazing. They work with proteins to weave a sticky mesh that hardens into a scab, your body's natural duct tape. Without platelets, you'd be a walking fountain every time you scratched an itch too hard. Now here's the kicker. If your platelets misbehave, things get messy fast. Too few? You risk uncontrolled bleeding. Too many? You could end up with clots in places clots should not be. Like your lungs. Or brain. Casual stuff. So yeah, they're like tiny, panicked workers constantly patching potholes in your blood vessels. No platelets. No peace. Melanin is the pigment that gives your skin, hair, and eyes their color. But that's just its side hustle. Its real job? Protecting you from the giant death lamp in the sky, the sun. Melanin absorbs and disperses UV radiation, the stuff that fries your DNA and turns beach vacations into peel-a-thons. It acts like a microscopic umbrella, shielding your cells from becoming mutants. Well, from becoming more mutant than usual. People with more melanin tend to burn less, age slower, and develop fewer skin cancers. But don't get cocky, nobody's immune. The sun is the universe's most passive-aggressive microwave, and it will mess you up without sunscreen. Without melanin, we'd all be wandering sun-dried tomatoes by the age of 30. So the next time you're outside, thank your melanin, then slap on some SPF 50. Just in case. When you eat a burrito and don't instantly explode from the inside? Thank enzymes. Enzymes are proteins that speed up chemical reactions in your body, which sounds boring until you realize they do everything. Digesting food? Enzymes. Building muscle? Enzymes. Copying your DNA so your cells don't lose the plot? Yeah, enzymes again. Without them, your body would be a sluggish chemistry set that takes years to digest toast. You'd starve while your stomach debated whether it's time to break down that sandwich from Tuesday. These microscopic multitaskers are absurdly specific. Lactase breaks down lactose. Amylase handles carbs. And if any one of them stops working, things go sideways. Q. Lactose intolerance, metabolic disorders, or a fun game called, Why Does My Body Hate Me? They're small, they're fast, they're invisible, and without them, you'd basically be a bag of undigested regrets. Tears. The eye juice you produce during movie montages. Allergy season. And moments of pure existential despair. But turns out, they're not just there for drama, they're a full-on survival mechanism. Your tears keep your eyes clean, moist, and smooth. They carry nutrients, fight off microbes, and flush out random debris, like that one rogue eyelash with a vendetta. There are actually 3 types. Basal, everyday eye lube. Reflex, the onion kind. And emotional, the, why am I crying at a dog food commercial? Kind. All of them matter. Without them, your eyeballs would feel like sandpaper in a wind tunnel. Dry eye syndrome isn't just uncomfortable. It can mess with your vision, increase infections, and make you feel like your face forgot how to self-care. So go ahead, cry during sad TikToks. Tear up when someone chops an onion. Your eyeballs are just doing their job. With flair. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy weird, slightly horrifying facts delivered with a smile. See you next time.